Hi, Sidekicks team. I came on here today to talk a little bit about what we are talking about every single Friday at 12:30 here at Sidekicks. You see, we take training very seriously, not just in the martial arts and not just with our students, but also with our whole entire team. Every single Friday at 12:30, we get together to discuss child development, personal development, classroom management, all the things that make us most successful with your kiddos here at Sidekicks. So I decided, you know what? I'm giving all this information to our team every single Friday. It makes a lot of sense to share it with all of you guys as well. So I'm going to start giving you guys every Friday a shortened version of team training learning time that we do here every week. So today I'm talking to the team about the rule of three. Now, in our team environment here, we're applying it to the arrivals procedure and how we get the days started inside the classrooms when your kids come off the bus. But I'm going to explain it in a more general format here for you guys because you can apply this rule to anything. So what it comes down to is that the way that we help make processes easy for kids to follow here at Sidekicks is we usually boil everything down to either 3 steps or 3 rules, okay? So if you'll notice, a lot of the instructions that we give around here contain 3 steps or 3 rules. Like when we go over our snack time rules with our kids before they eat every day, there are always 3 snack time rules. When I take my kids out to the grocery store, ever since they were little, we have 3 rules for how to be successful in a public space as children. We also like to keep things easy to follow when we give instructions that are multi-step instructions by giving those all 3 steps too. So, for example, when the alligators arrive in the building, we always tell them the first thing you need to do is be seated against the wall on the edge of the classroom. The second thing you need to do is take your backpack and put it on the floor in front of you. And the third thing you need to do is take off your socks and shoes and place those next to your backpack. Then we know who's listening, who's following directions, and who's ready to get chosen to change into their uniform and proceed to the next steps in the process. I forgot to hit do not record or do not disturb on my video, so I'm getting a phone call here in the middle of it. That's real life, friends. So the reason why the 3-step process is so successful with kids is because one of the things that your prefrontal cortex does as your brain is developing, and one of the things that I remind my team all the time, is that the front of your brain is the last piece of your brain to develop. Usually it's not finished baking, as I say, until you're about 25 years old. So the front part of your brain, it's in charge of all your executive function skills, your higher level thinking skills, right? And in this example, the thing that your prefrontal cortex is in charge of is taking a multi-step process and breaking it down into smaller processes. So like if you say, okay kids, time to clean your room, think about how many steps are involved in cleaning your room. You have to sort out the dirty clothes. You have to make the bed, which itself is a multi-step process. You have to find the toys and sort the toys and put the toys where they belong. Clean your room. It might even include vacuuming or dusting or wiping things off. All of those are multiple steps. And so a lot of times when we ask our kids, okay, let's engage in this big multi-step process, and you send them on to do their way, a lot of times they end up shutting down because it's too much to figure out how to take this giant problem and break it down into small steps that are easier to tackle. I don't know about you, but as an adult, even I feel that way sometimes. So the rule of 3 is what we use to accomplish big problems and make them achievable for our kids here at Sidekicks. So we're talking about that in context of the arrivals procedure today, but you can talk about it at home about anything. Hey guys, time to brush your teeth. Get out the toothbrush, put on the toothpaste. Make sure that you don't spit your toothpaste all over the mirror. Whatever those 3 steps might be. Anytime that you're encountering resistance in helping your kids tackle big problems, think about the rule of three and how we can take that big process and break it down into 3 steps to help them be more successful. Thanks for spending your Friday with us, and we'll see you guys very soon.